Good evening. You're watching the news tonight, your daily roundup of all that has happened across India and the world. I'm Ishan Russell, and these are the headlines that we're tracking this evening. Election Commission announces dates of assembly polls in 4 states and 1 union territory. Voting to be held between 4th April and 16th May. The countings on 19th May. Prime Minister Narendra Modi launches ambitious 50,800 crore Setu Bharatam project to be completed in 2019, will ensure highways without railway crossings and overhaul of 1,500 British-era bridges. Former Lok Sabha Speaker PA Sangma passes away. Lok Sabha adjourned, the Rajya Sabha adjourned as a mark of respect for a man hailed as the tallest leader of the Northeast. And South Africa's Constitutional Court rejects Olympian Oscar Pistorius' right to appeal, changes his conviction to murder. Pistorius now faces up to 15 years in jail. Our top story this evening, the Election Commission today announced the dates for the elections to 4 states and 1 union territory, whose assembly terms are coming to an end this year. Voting will be held in Assam, West Bengal, Tamil Nadu, Puducherry and Kerala between the 4th and the 16th of May. The Election Commission also announced that the Model Code of Conduct will take place with immediate effect.
Assembly elections in Assam, West Bengal, Tamil Nadu, Kerala and Puducherry will be held between 4th April and 16th of May. The votes will be counted on the 19th of May.
The Assam elections will be held in 2 phases. The first phase will include 65 constituencies. The date of poll for first phase is 4th April, Monday.
In Assam, that has 126 assembly seats, elections will be held in 2 phases on 4th and 11th of April. West Bengal, that has 294 seats, will have elections in 6 phases on April 4th, 11th, 17th, 21st, 25th, 30th and the 5th of May.
Legislative Assembly of West Bengal will be covered under overall 6 phases.
With 140 constituencies, Kerala will have a single-phase election on the 16th of May. Tamil Nadu, with 234 seats, and Puducherry, with 30 seats, will vote in a single-phase poll on the 16th of May. The Commission also said the Model Code of Conduct has taken immediate effect. These elections will also have the nota option of voting for none of the above.
824 assembly constituencies are going to poll. The Commission is committed for strict enforcement of Model Code of Conduct by concerned governments, political parties, star campaigners and candidates. Over 17 crores or 170 million voters will be participating in these elections.
The BJP sees a strong presence in Assam, where it has announced pre-poll alliances with the AGP of Praful Kumar Mahant and the Bodoland People's Front. In West Bengal, Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee of the TMC will seek a return to power. The 3-cornered contest could see it pitted against the BJP and an alliance between the left and the Congress. In Tamil Nadu, J. Jayalalitha, the AIADMK will face a challenge from the DMK that has joined hands with the Congress and is also said to be in talks with the DMDK led by actor-turned-politician Vijay Kant. In Kerala, the CPIM-led Left Democratic Front, or the LDF, hopes to oust the Congress-led UDF. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
Now, Prime Minister Narendra Modi today launched an ambitious road infrastructure project, the Setu Bharatam project, that is aimed at making all national highways free of railway crossings by 2019.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi launched the ambitious 50,800 crore rupees Setu Bharatam project on Friday. Upon completion in 2019, the project will ensure highways without railway crossings and overhaul of 1,500 British-era bridges.
Normally, सरकारें इंक्रीमेंटल काम करने की आदत रखती है. पहले 5 करते थे, अब 7 करते हैं, 7 करते फिर 10 करते हैं. हमारी कोशिश है क्वांटम जंप की, ब्रेक थ्रू की. पुरानी स्पीड और निर्णय करने की प्रक्रियाओं से एकदम से बाहर निकलना.
As part of the program, 208 railway overbridges and railway underbridges will be built to replace all level crossings. These railway overbridges will be built across 19 states, with Andhra Pradesh accounting for the highest number of rail overbridges, followed by West Bengal and Bihar. In a first, gradation of bridges is being done through space technology with information like age, longitude, latitude, length, material and design.
मेरा विश्वास है कि 3 महीने के अंदर ये रेलवे ब्रिज और अंडरपास का काम निश्चित रूप से पूरा होगा। 1500 ऐसे ब्रिजेस हमने राष्ट्रीय महामार्ग पर आइडेंटिफाई किए हैं कि जो बहुत ही जर्जर हुए हैं, वहाँ एक्सीडेंट होने की भी संभावना है और इसलिए 1500 जर्जर पुलों की मरम्मत और कुछ जगह नए पुल निर्माण करने का भी इस योजना में समावेश है।
The Prime Minister also stressed his government's commitment to speeding up all projects related to infrastructure. He also lauded Road Transport and Highways Minister Nitin Gadkari for his pioneering work in infrastructure, saying infrastructure always plays a pivotal role in the country's growth. With Akhilesh Suman, Bureau Inputs, Rajya Sabha TV.
Lok Sabha was adjourned till Tuesday after paying tributes to former Speaker PA Sangma. As soon as the House assembled, Lok Sabha Speaker Sumitra Mahajan announced the news to the members. She said, and I quote, "We deeply mourn the passing away of PA Sangma ji. I had learnt how to run the Lok Sabha with a smile from him." Members later stood in silence for a minute in Sangma's memory before the House was adjourned till Monday. Sangma was the Speaker of the Lok Sabha between 1996 and 1998.
Sri PA Sangma was elected as the Speaker of Lok Sabha during the 11th Lok Sabha. As Speaker of the Lok Sabha, he conducted the proceedings of the House with great ability and distinction. His parliamentary skill and comprehensive knowledge of parliamentary practices and procedures earned him respect from all the sections of the House. Sri PA Sangma passed away today at New Delhi at the age of 68. We deeply mourn the loss of Sri PA Sangma, and I'm sure the House will join me in conveying our condolences to the bereaved family.
PA Sangma's death forced an adjournment in the Rajya Sabha too. Leader of the other house, Arun Jaitley, requested for an adjournment after question hour, a request that found unanimous support.
Till Tuesday, 11 o'clock on Tuesday, the 8th of March.
In a rare gesture, Rajya Sabha was adjourned for the day soon after lunch as a mark of respect to former Lok Sabha Speaker PA Sangma. Soon after question hour, Leader of the House Arun Jaitley suggested to Chairman Mohammad Hamid Ansari that since Sangma breathed his last in the national capital, members could go and pay their respects.
I understand that a large number of members, and there's a broad consensus that because of the sad demise of Mr. Sangma, they will want to go to his residence to pay tributes to him. So would the chair consider dispensing or postponing the after lunch sitting today?
I think the leader of the house is very correct, not that the honorable members would like to participate in his last rites, but also being a cabinet minister for a long time, chief minister and the speaker of the other house, and more so from the maybe in the northeastern state, one of the tallest leaders in the recent past. I think it will be appropriate that after 1 o'clock we just call the day as a mark of respect.
Before adjourning the House, the chairman sought to know if it would be a one-off case since Sangma was a sitting member of Lok Sabha and not Rajya Sabha. According to rules, only that House is adjourned whose sitting member passes away.
I would like to inform the members, those who are not aware of it, and put it on record that our practice in this House has been to adjourn when a sitting member passes away.
Correct.
Are we doing it as a very special gesture over and above our practice?
Consider it as a one-time case, particularly because he passed away in Delhi. His body is likely to be taken to Meghalaya, and is a very important leader of the country, and a number of members may want to visit his residence to pay last respect to him.
Members of the House also requested that business for the post-lunch session be postponed to another day. Ravindra Shauran's report for Rajya Sabha TV.
The former Lok Sabha Speaker and Meghalaya Chief Minister PA Sangma passed away in New Delhi today after a heart attack. The Lok Sabha was adjourned immediately after paying tribute to him. In a departure from normal practice, as we just told you, the Rajya Sabha was also adjourned for the day after question hour as a mark of respect for the man who was hailed as the tallest leader of the Northeast.
PA Sangma, famous as the man who taught Parliament to smile, passed away on Friday at the age of 68 years. Announcing the news of his death, Lok Sabha Speaker Sumitra Mahajan described him as a man of the masses.
Sri PA Sangma was elected as the Speaker of Lok Sabha during the 11th Lok Sabha. As Speaker of the Lok Sabha, he conducted the proceedings of the House with great ability and distinction. His parliamentary skill and comprehensive knowledge of parliamentary practices and procedures, हंसते उठते सदन कैसे चलाना, ये मैंने एक प्रकार से माननीय संगमा जी से सीखा, ऐसा कहो तो गलत नहीं होगा.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi called him a self-made leader, saying his contribution to the development of the Northeast is monumental. The Congress, with whom Sangma parted ways in 1999, described him as the tallest leader of the Northeast. Party President Sonia Gandhi said, in Sangma, the nation lost an important voice. Sharad Pawar, once the closest ally of Sangma, with whom he founded the Nationalist Congress Party, also expressed grief on Twitter.
Country has lost a great person who was always protecting interests of parliamentary democracy and a champion of Northeast cause.
In 2012, both fell apart and Sangma was expelled from the NCP for his decision to contest the presidential election against Pranab Mukherjee. Sangma's political career, however, had many achievements. His greatest moment was on the 23rd of May 1996 when he was elected Speaker of the Lok Sabha at a mere age of 49 years. He scored several firsts, including being unanimously elected Speaker, the first from the opposition, the first scheduled tribe, the first Christian, all in one go. He was also the first tribal to become a cabinet minister at the centre in 1995. He regularly attended the House, even till the day before he breathed his last.
Political leaders expressed shock and grief over the sudden demise of PA Sangma. Let's listen in to some of those reactions.
In the parliamentary history, he will be remembered forever as one of the best speakers. It's a big loss to the country, big loss to the state of Meghalaya and to the northeastern people also.
संगमा साहब को एक ऐसी में राजनीतिक हस्ती मानता हूं जिसे कि इस देश की सारी पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज के लीडर्स का सम्मान प्राप्त था. ये बहुत बड़ी क्षति हुई है. मैं हृदय की गहराइयों से अपनी श्रद्धांजलि अर्पित करता हूं.
It's a deeply saddening and shocking news for all of us because he was in the House till 2 days ago. He was a very popular figure. Whatever the political differences of opinion people may have had with him, everyone liked and admired him a great deal because he used to, as that speaker said, he would laugh while conducting the House as Speaker.
संगमा जी के साथ बहुत लंबे समय तक हमें राजनीति में रहने का अवसर मिला. खास तौर पर 96 में जब वो स्पीकर हुए और उस समय मैं भी लोकसभा का सदस्य था, जिस प्रकार से उन्होंने सदन चलाया हंसते हंसते लोगों को कॉन्फिडेंस में लेके, वो एक अपने आप में एक उदाहरण है.
कुछ दिन पहले ही उनसे मुलाकात हुई थी. महसूस ही नहीं होता था. एक तो उनकी उम्र ही पता नहीं चलती थी, लेकिन उनका जो निधन है, मैं देश के तरफ से और पार्टी की तरफ से उन्हें अपने संपूर्ण हृदय से श्रद्धांजलि अर्पित करता हूं.
संगमा जी एक बहुत ऐसी शख्सियत हैं कि जो उनके संपर्क में आया, जिसको काम करने का मौका मिला उनके साथ, वो कभी भी उनको भूल नहीं सकता.
Just hours after he gave a fiery speech upon his release from jail, JNU Students' Union President Kanhaiya Kumar addressed the students and teachers of JNU and media persons at the university campus again today. Talking about JNU and its quality of politics, Kanhaiya Kumar said the country follows the university's lead as far as ideology is concerned.
मलाइन करने की एक साजिश की गई। ना वो साजिश नहीं है, ना उन साजिशों के खिलाफ हमारा संघर्ष नया है। जब जब इस देश के अंदर लोकतांत्रिक आवाज को सत्ता अपने तंत्रों से दबाने की कोशिश करती है, जेएनयू उठ खड़ा होता है और बताता है कि जेएनयू थिंक टुडे, सोसाइटी थिंक टुमारो। और आज एक बार फिर से जेएनयू इसको एस्टैब्लिश किया है।
Now, late last night as well, Kanhaiya Kumar had addressed a huge crowd at JNU where he took on the BJP government and Prime Minister Narendra Modi, saying that the university and its students were deliberately targeted. He insisted that students wanted freedom in India and not freedom from India. Take a look.
तो हमारे यहाँ रेलवे स्टेशन पे जिसको स्टेशन कहा जाता है, वहाँ पर जादू का खेल होता है। जादूगर दिखाएगा जादू, बेचेगा अंगूठी, मनपसंद अंगूठी, और जिसकी जो इच्छा है वो अंगूठी पूर्ण कर देगी, ऐसा जादूगर कहता है। इस देश के भी कुछ नीति निर्माता हैं, वो कहते हैं काला धन आएगा, हर हर मोदी, महंगाई कम होगी, बहुत हो गई, सही मत सही है, अब की बार ले आइए, सबका साथ सबका विकास।
JNU Students' Union President Kanhaiya Kumar taking on the Narendra Modi-led government in a fiery speech on the university campus late last night, hours after his release from Tihar jail. Creating nothing short of a magic show himself in the JNU campus, where hundreds of students cheered and clapped as he attacked the ruling dispensation in an impassioned speech, the student leader said the government was trying to suppress dissent.
जेएनयू के आवाज को दबाना, जेएनयू को डिलेजिटिमेट करना, इस संघर्ष को खत्म करना, लेकिन हम उनको कहना चाहते हैं कि इस संघर्ष को तुम दबा नहीं पाओगे, तुम जितना दबाओगे हम उतना खड़ा होंगे। जेएनयू के छात्र आजादी मांगते हैं, भारत से नहीं, भारत को लूटने वालों से आजादी मांगते हैं। हम एक बार फिर से लगाएंगे।
Earlier, Kanhaiya's name was cleared in a Delhi government inquiry. The report said it had found no evidence that Kumar raised anti-national slogans at an event on 9th of February to mark the anniversary of the hanging of Parliament attack convict Afzal Guru. Earlier, Kanhaiya's name was cleared in a Delhi government inquiry. The report said it had found no evidence that Kumar raised anti-national slogans at an event on 9th of February to mark the anniversary of the hanging of Parliament attack convict Afzal Guru. Kanhaiya's speech got the approval of BJP's detractors. Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal lauded the speech in a tweet, while CPIM leader Sitaram Yechuri tweeted, "Lal Salam Comrade Kanhaiya."
ये संस्थागत अटैक है, ये मुद्दा ही नहीं है कि कौन गलत है और किसे सजा मिलनी है। ये मुद्दा यह है कि संस्था को समाप्त करना है, संस्था को अटैक करना है, संस्था को बदनाम करना है।
किसी को बेल हो सकता है, कोई आदमी जिंदगी भर जेल में थोड़ी रहेगा। कन्हैया को भी जो मिला कुछ शर्तों के साथ मिला है। उनको शर्त लगाई गई है कि वो कोई ऐसा काम नहीं करेंगे जो राष्ट्र विरोधी कार्य हो।
High Court granted the bail, and as far as we are concerned, we have been holding the position. Whatever evidence that Delhi police produced, they were all fabricated, doctored.
Earlier, the Delhi High Court had granted Kanhaiya interim bail for 6 months, imposing conditions that include an undertaking that he will not take part in any anti-national activities. He was arrested on 12th of February in connection with the event to protest the hanging of Parliament attack convict Afzal Guru, during which anti-national slogans were allegedly raised. 2 other JNU students, Umar Khalid and Anirban Bhattacharya, were also arrested in connection with the same event and are charged with sedition. They are presently under judicial custody. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
Time now to take a look at what else has been making news around the country nationwide. The BSF on Thursday detected a cross-border tunnel into Pakistan near the international border in Jammu and Kashmir's Araspura sector. The tunnel was detected near the Niki Tavi River in Jammu. BSF Inspector General Rakesh Sharma said it may have been dug to plan some major terror attack in India. The budget for 2016-17 will be the main agenda in the Andhra Pradesh Assembly legislature session starting tomorrow. Many issues are expected to dominate the proceedings given the ongoing political fight between the Telugu Desam, that's the ruling party, and the opposition, the YRS Congress. Speaking, the Speaker K. Shivaprasad Rao said the session would have 18 working days and the budget is expected to be presented on the 10th of March. The government of Odisha and international grant-making organisation BVLF have come together in an effort to improve opportunities for young children in the state. They signed 2 memorandums of understanding to this effect. The main objective is to make life better for children aged 1 to 8 years with social and economic disadvantages. Time for us to take a short break. That's lots more on the other side. Do stay tuned.
The reinduction of American troops in Helmand is a negative thing.
Problems are not inside Afghanistan. Our problems are in the sanctuaries beyond Afghanistan.
We may very well want peace and a negotiated settlement.
Taliban, I know, want peace.
What more can India do?
Prime Minister Modi's remarks inaugurating the new parliament for Afghanistan were deep in recognizing the friendship. That is the essence of India-Afghanistan relations.
Watch former President of Afghanistan Hamid Karzai articulate his views in Indian Standard Time on Rajya Sabha television.
We have only exploited less than 1% of the, you can say, the microorganisms that exist in the world. Technology is coming up through which we can culture these microorganisms, and I mean, like, they can be a source of novel bioactive molecules. We are living in basically post-antibiotic era right now. It becomes even more important to look for the newer molecules and newer scaffolds which can overcome the resistance.
Watch Eureka with Dr. Bhaval Ali Shah, scientist at CSIR IIIM, only on Rajya Sabha TV.
Welcome back. You're watching the news tonight. Some international news now, and North Korea's leader Kim Jong-un has ordered his military on standby for nuclear strikes at any time. The escalation in rhetoric targeting Seoul and Washington, however, may not reflect the country's actual nuclear capacity. The country has also rejected the UNSC resolution as a criminal act.
North Korea has rejected the UN Security Council resolution as a criminal act masterminded by the US. The UNSC had unanimously adopted a resolution on Wednesday that dramatically tightens existing restrictions on North Korea after its Jan 6 nuclear test. It also creates the toughest UN sanctions regime in more than 2 decades.
문제로 되는 것은 이번 제재 결의가 당치 않은 구실로 자주적이며 정의로운 주권 국가를 고립압살하기 위한 가장 노골적이며 가장 극악한 국제적 범죄 행위라는 데 있다.
Earlier on Friday, the North's leader Kim Jong-un ordered his country to be ready to use its nuclear weapons at any time. He asked his military to be in preemptive attack mode in the face of growing threats from its enemies.
이제는 적들에 대한 우리의 군사적 대응 방식을 선제 공격적인 방식으로 모두 전환시킬 것이라고 말씀하셨습니다. 국가 방위를 위하여 실전 배비한 핵탄두들을 임의의 순간에 쏘아버릴 수 있게 항시적으로 준비해야 한다고 강조하셨습니다.
Meanwhile, South Korea has urged the North to give up its nuclear program. This even as North Korea's ally China opposed South Korea's deployment of an advanced anti-missile system on the Korean peninsula.
中方坚决反对韩美在朝鲜半岛部署萨德系统，希望有关国家慎重行事，不得损害中国的正当战略安全利益。
In January this year, North Korea conducted its 4th nuclear test, which it claimed was a hydrogen bomb. Last month, it put a satellite into orbit with a long-range rocket. The UN and others saw it as a cover for a test of banned ballistic missile technology. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
Some more international news now on Global Buzz. A Palestinian woman was shot dead by Israeli soldiers after she allegedly rammed her car into a soldier in West Bank. The soldier suffered minor injuries. The incident comes 2 days after Israeli troops shot dead 2 Palestinians over an alleged stabbing attack in the West Bank. Israeli forces have killed more than 190 Palestinians, including children and women, in the occupied Palestinian land since last October. China has announced that the country's defense spending will increase by about 7 to 8% in 2016. The rise, however, is at its slowest pace since 2010, in line with the decelerating economy. The announcement came at a time when there is tension between the US and China over the militarization of the South China Sea. China's military budget grew by 10.1% and at an estimated over $135 billion in 2015. Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump says the US needs to stay in Afghanistan because the country's immediate neighbor Pakistan had nuclear weapons that need to be protected. In an interview last year, Trump indicated that Pakistan needs to be denuclearized, calling it the most dangerous country in the world. There's been no breakthrough in the Paris talks aimed at getting a fragile peace deal in eastern Ukraine back on track. Foreign ministers of Germany, France, Russia and Ukraine had met in Paris to discuss the Minsk II Accord, which established a ceasefire and called for elections to end the conflict in eastern Ukraine, which has claimed more than 9,100 lives. Former Brazilian President Lula da Silva has been detained for an inquiry into corruption and money laundering in the Petrobras oil company. The former president's house was raided by police. Police have said they have evidence against Lula receiving illicit benefits from the kickback scheme. Lula has denied the allegations. South Africa's Constitutional Court has rejected Olympian Oscar Pistorius' right to appeal against his conviction for the murder of his girlfriend Reeva Steenkamp. The Supreme Court of Appeal challenged his conviction to murder last December after state prosecutors appealed the athlete's prior conviction of culpable homicide. The authorities challenged the appeal on the grounds that the Supreme Court of Appeal had correctly found Pistorius guilty. Pistorius shot and killed Steenkamp on Valentine's Day in 2013 and has spent the last few months under house arrest at his relative's home in Pretoria while awaiting his appeal. Pistorius now faces a minimum 15-year jail sentence. Some more sports action now on Sports Beat. The Indian football team has gained 2 positions in the 168th to 160th in the FIFA rankings that have been the latest. The team's 1-0 World Cup qualifier win against Guam last year helped it make the leap. Iran at 44 is the highest-ranked Asian nation, while SAFF Cup runners-up Afghanistan have gained 3 places to be placed at the 151st position. Indian shooter Jeetu Rai, who's fit again, edged past a strong field to clinch the 50-meter pistol gold at the ISSF World Cup in Bangkok. Jeetu had been nursing a palm injury for some months. He beat China's former world and Olympic champion Pang Wei to second place, shooting 191.3. Another Chinese shooter finished third. Bangladesh all-rounder Shakib Al Hasan received an official reprimand for breaching the ICC Code of Conduct during the side's Asia Cup T20 match against Pakistan. The incident happened in the 18th over of Bangladesh's innings when Shakib hit the stumps with his bat in frustration after being dismissed. He had immediately apologized to the umpires. The offence is levelled as a Level 1 breach relating to abuse of cricket equipment or clothing, ground equipment or fixtures and fittings during an international match. Well, that's the news tonight. Good night.